Today's video is on 10-2 matrix multiplication. So we have a little example on multiplying matrices. So a teacher assigns final grades based on a weighted system. Students are graded on unit assessments, a semester project, and the final exam, each with different weight. The matrices given below represent the weights for each kind of work and the grades for two students, Oscar and Reagan. So here we go, the weighting. 0.5 for unit, 0.3 for project, and 0.2 for the final. And over here we have the grades for Oscar and Reagan. What are the final grades for each student? The final grade is the sum of the weighted averages. So final grade is going to be 0.5 times the unit grade plus 0.3 times the project grade plus 0.2 times the final exam grade. So this equation shows that computing the final grade for each student is like multiplying elements of row 1 of W, which are the weights, by the corresponding elements of each student's column and finding the sum of the products. This method is similar to multiplying two matrices. So when we go and find Oscar's final grade, we take the weight matrix times the grade matrix. And so exactly what we said we were going to do, 0.5 times 90 plus 0.3 times 95 plus 0.2 times 75 gives us a final grade of 88.5. Reagan's final grade is going to do the same thing. We take the weight matrix and we're taking it times the grade matrix. And Reagan has a final grade of 78. So Oscar's final grade is 88.5 and Reagan's is 78. Right. Example 2 I'm going to do in class, and I'm going to jump right to multiplying matrices by hand. All right, here we go. So we have matrices A and B can be multiplied only if the number of columns in A equals the number of rows in B. The product of an M by N and an N by P matrix is an M by P matrix. So we can see the example here. A is a 2 by 3. B is a 3 by 4. When we multiply them, we get a 2 by 4. Whereas over here, we can't multiply these because we have a 3 by 2 times a 3 by 5, and these numbers do not match. And M by N matrix A can be identified by using the notation A and then sub M times N. So let's do example 3. We're going to find the product of these two matrices. All right, so what do we have here? We have this matrix is a 2 times 2, and this matrix is a 2 times 2. These match, so we know that our final matrix will be A2 times 2. Okay, so here we go. So what are we going to do? We are going to take, to get our first value right here, we're going to take row 1, which is right here, times column 1. So here we go. 4 times 3 plus -6 times -6. Over here, we're going to take row 1 times column 2. We're still on, think about it, why that makes sense. Because right now we're still dealing with row 1, but we're also at column 2. So we have 4 times 6 plus -6 times 1. And now we're trying to find this value right here, which is going to be row 2, column 1. So we're going to take row 2, column 1. 6 times 3 plus 2 times -6. And over here, we're dealing with row 2, column 2. So we're going to take 6 times 6 plus 2 times 1. And, oopsie, take that back here. Okay. So our final answer here, we have 4 times 3 plus -6 times -6. That is 48. 4 times 6 plus -6 times 1. That is 18. 6 times 3 plus 2 times -6 is 6. And 6 times 6 plus 2 times 1 is 38. So we multiplied these two vertices. All right, example 4. Find the product of these two matrices. So what do we have? We have a 2 by 1 times a 1 by 2. So our result is going to be a 2 by 2. We're looking to see that these match. Okay, here we go. So to get this first entry, we have to take the first row times the first column, which is -30. First row times the second column. Second row times the first column. Second row times the second column. Example 5. Oopsie. All right. We have a 3 by, oopsie, that's not what I wanted to write. Try that again. We have a 3 by 2 times a 2 by 2. We're looking to make sure they match. We're going to result in a 3 by 2. Right there and right there. Okay. So how are we going to start? So to get this first entry, what are we going to do? We're going to take the first row times the first column. First row, first column. So 0 times -4 plus 5 times -2. So over here now, we're going to take first row, second column. And down here, second row, first column. Second row, second column. And third row times first column. Okay, just going to double check. All right, so notice something as we look through here. Over here, the first row, 0 and 5. We're going to see a 0, 5, 0, 5. Second row, -3, 1, -3, 1. Third row, -5, 1, -5, 1. That's always going to happen. So now when we do the math to finish this up, we get -10. This is 12 minus 2, 20 minus 2, -20, -12 minus 4, -20 minus 4. All right, and we finish it up. -10, +10, and 18. -20, -18, -24. And that is it.